Blessings and salute to all. Belief, mind power. It's not being old that makes us sick. It's being sick that makes us old. Some people say that living till 90, sometimes even 80, is a long life. So imagine what they're saying about people that live 100 and over 100. Saying that they probably lived a really good life, long life. But I don't know if people have ever thought about this. Most of the people that are dying, not of old age, but at an older age, I haven't heard of any of these people dying healthy, which is an oxymoron for me to say, but hear me a minute. They always say that somebody dies of natural causes or whatever. There's only one natural cause that you could die from, and that would be from living too long, and that's just my opinion. Because if you die sick, it only tells me one thing: that you can live longer. So if somebody dies at the age of 115, 118, 120, they usually don't die of a natural cause. They die from complications of something. So is it really a natural cause to die from complications of something? Obviously not. Living too long is the only death that I would consider a natural cause. So like I said, if people are dying sick regardless of the age, common sense only tells me that we can live longer, and possibly a lot longer. Which is why I'm doing this little video. Now doctors, and among other professions, including neurology, all of them, shouldn't we be the epitome of the message that we're trying to convey? Shouldn't we be an example for the people of the videos that we put up? I try to find that, and it's quite difficult. You always see people that are very, very good speakers on YouTube. They have a knack for speaking, they have a knack for the camera, but they're teaching you about something, yet they have that same type of ailment themselves. Or they're teaching you about some type of herb, and they have a complication themselves. It's hard to take advice from someone that is not per se demonstrating to you how healthy they are and what they do. Okay? So you have to be careful when you're watching videos, even when you're watching me. Even when you're watching me. Take everything with a grain of salt and investigate. Investigate. I am here to give you info. I'm not here to give you a law. It's information. It's up to you how you use this information. The only thing that I'm trying to do is make it easier. How? By working extremely hard to be the epitome of what I'm preaching to you guys, or the information I'm passing on to you guys, or the lessons I'm leaving behind in these videos. That's what I'm here for. Hopefully I'm able to accomplish this for whoever decides to watch this, because I don't really promote the channel. For me, it should be something organic, and if it gets out there, it gets out there. Maybe later at some point I will, but now I love to start things organically, naturally, and let people just find it, because I think that's the best way, because the people that find it are the people that are putting out the energy to find something, and that's what I'm about. So since I am working on being the epitome of everything I'm preaching, I will also need your help, people that are watching. When you see me doing something that maybe contradicts what I might be trying to do or be trying to say, because no one is perfect, and we all need help to get a little bit healthier. We all need it. So yes, doctors are necessary. I'm not saying that they're not. But shouldn't they be the epitome of health? Shouldn't they be the epitome of health? That's a big question. Here's another one. Shouldn't a doctor be educated in nutrition? Shouldn't he also have a nutrition degree? How do you tell someone what to eat if there's something wrong with their ailment? If there's something wrong in their body? You must know nutrition. It's funny how a lot of doctors don't know anything about nutrition. And I've actually had doctors recommend me to eat things in the past, not now, in the past, that are completely counterproductive to my body, recommending me tons of blood and starch, which my body does not need. So it's a funny thing that doctors are not required to have a nutritional degree. The other thing that I find extremely weird and contradicting is the fact that doctors, after going to school for 8 years, they take something called the Hypocrite oath, which is basically named after Hippocrates, a Greek doctor. Mind you, a doctor that did not open up bodies. It was it was basically an herbologist that healed all diseases with herbs. So it seems kind of weird to me that doctors these days would take a Hippocratic oath, the oath of Hippocrates, and yet not know anything about herbs. Contradicting. Very weird. It makes you wonder if it's just about drugs for doctors. Same with herbologists. Herbologists recommending things and they themselves are sick. I cannot understand this. I cannot understand this mentality. I cannot understand this thought process. And the only way I can bring it back is to actual scriptures. And I can't remember the scripture exactly, so I'm just paraphrasing, but it makes perfect sense. Take the vig out of your own eye before you take someone else's out. So in other words, if I drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes, I shouldn't be telling someone else not to do it. It is just counterproductive and contradictory. Right? Shouldn't you be the epitome of the message you are trying to convey? Look out for this when you're watching videos out there on YouTube, including mine. It's all about getting healthier. But if you ever wonder why you might not be listening to someone or paying true attention to someone's video, it's maybe because this person is not shooting for the stars like you might be trying to. So with that, I close with two things. And the first would be, join yourself to people that are shooting for the stars or the sky, or the sky's the limit. Shoot to be with someone that's trying to be as healthy as you. Strength is in numbers. Join up. Be part of this group. Join our WhatsApp, where we send messages all the time to tell people to keep drinking water, where we ask questions, where people ask questions and we provide answers. This is a community thing. You understand? This is a community where we all help each other get healthy. Yes, I am the provider of information, but that doesn't mean that somebody cannot provide information in the comments. Okay? So this is about helping out, about getting healthy. And with that, the last thing. My favorite quote. Everything on earth, or everything on earth, has a purpose. Every disease, an herb to cure it. Every person, a mission. This is the native theory of existence. That is a quote by Morning Dove Okinoga. And with that, I say blessings, salute to all, and we'll see you next time. Herbalife, mind power. Before I forget, Monty, my man, Monty. It's beautiful that we found each other, brother. Don't forget to send me that email with that phone number, brother. It's time we get in touch. Let's not wait more days or more weeks. Get that to me so we can get back on track and pick up where we left off, brother. It's amazing that we found each other. That's what happens when mind power, along with health, gets in the way. I guess I'll tell you this story real quick so you can see what happens when the placebo effect comes to play into hand. How did I get in touch with Monty? A great friend of mine that I haven't seen in possibly maybe 16 years. Okay, and just because you don't see someone in 16 years doesn't mean you're not friend anymore or your connection is lost. And this story is the perfect example of this. Now, I was watching a basketball game last week, I don't want to make this too long, with my brother-in-law, and all of a sudden my brother-in-law says, yo, quantize that. That's a music analogy. And my friend Monty always used to say that. So he popped into our heads and was like, yo, where's Monty? It's like, yo, we got to get in touch with this guy. Knowing nothing about this, my daughter, that next day, okay, she was on YouTube watching one of my old music videos. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, I used to be in the music industry. She was watching one of my old videos and she posted a comment under one of my old videos saying that if you are looking to see my father now, he is Mr. Herbalife. I had no idea she had written that down. Funny enough, a couple days later, Monty finds my daughter's message and then he finds me. Mind power. That's the way it works. You got to put that positivity out there. And if you're in tune with it, and if somebody else is looking to be in tune with it, then they find that right away. They find that connection. That's the way it works. We are all connected. We just have to be willing, Okay, we have to be willing to connect. And to be willing to connect, we must demonstrate love to ourselves and to others. Okay, yes, there's a time for love. Yes, there's a time for hate. There's a time for peace, and there's a time for war, according to scriptures. But we are not at any of those times. We are at a time where we have to build each other up. And the only way you can build something up is with love. You can't build anything with hate or with war. All you can do is tear down. Okay, right now we're in building stage. We're in a building stage. And what we need is love. We need an overdose of love. So with that, I love you all. And we'll see you in the next one. Salute.